Können wir das verraten?
Amos, we have a situation.
What did Betty do this time?
What? No! Father Jenkins has been kidnapped.
Look, Eliza, I doubt anyone kidnapped Jenkins. Maybe he just stepped out for a quick pilgrimage or something.
Sometimes I wonder why we even have a sheriff.
Eliza, you're 5 feet away. I heard that.
What exactly constitutes a federal
Einbruch.
crime?
Oh, lots of things. Mail fraud, robbing banks, hijacking, blowing up statues of important historical figures.
That last one does not seem to match the others in terms of severity. But I am more concerned about the military presence than that.
You're right, Eliza. First we deal with this military business. Then we get those vandals.
Amos, I want you to take the night off.
Yeah, right. You haven't given me a day off since I took this position.
An exaggeration if I ever heard one.
You made me work on my wedding night.
That was an emergency.
How about last Christmas Eve?
That was an emergency.
Eliza, next time you decorate a Christmas tree, use a damn footstool. Your tree wasn't even that tall. Why couldn't Betty have done it?
Do you not remember what she did the previous year?
I could never forget it. What happened to the Spreading Pure Universal Tinsel 5000 anyway?
She forgot it at the White House when I took her there last year. The president found it and accidentally triggered it in the Oval Office. There was so much tinsel, it took a whole year to rescue him.
I reckon Truman's got a whole new appreciation for the holiday spirit now. Anyway, tinsel is a walk in the park compared to the disaster that a Mecha Santa would have been.
Amos, I must insist you stop working for the night.
And I must insist on declining to do so. I have a funny feeling you'd fire me for dereliction of duty.
Do you really believe me to be so petty?
I have the right to remain silent. Why are you so intent on me taking tonight off anyway?
Die Wahrheit sagen?
Honestly? Because I am being blackmailed into robbing the bank by a thug disguised as a priest. And it is my job to make sure you and the deputy are elsewhere.
I didn't take you for a comedian, Eliza. That one was pretty good.
And that is why honesty is pointless. Have a good night.
I'll be here if you need me.
Clearly, he is not leaving. Time for Plan B. Perhaps we could exploit that chipmunk obsession of his to nudge him out.
Frag bloß wie. Gut, wo ist der Typ? Harrelson.
You must be Mr. Harrelson. We have business to discuss.
2 questions, lady. 1, how the hell do you know my name? 2, what could you and I possibly have to talk about?
I suppose I have the same answer for both questions. We have a mutual friend. One Jack Riley, to be precise.
Uh-huh. So what's the password then?
Irgendwas mit Käse. Maria hatte Lämmchen, aber sie bekam Hunger, machte Döner draus. Marlene Dietrich hatte ein paar Schafe gestohlen, weil sie nicht einschlafen konnte. Johnny Gargano ist der Größte. Ach komm.
I'd like to rent a room with cheese, please.
We have rooms to spare, but no cheese. I can't believe Jack Riley's actually here. Hadn't heard a peep from him since I got out of the joint. What's he cooking up this time?
Let us say he is planning to make an unauthorized withdrawal at the bank.
Huh, what for? There can't be any money in this one-horse town. Besides, I got a job already. But maybe if you did something for me first, I'd feel a little more helpful.
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I've been hired to bring down a certain rhino. I need an M1 Garand rifle for the job, and I ain't got one. You help me with that, and I'll give you and Jack a hand.
You seem to be better suited to procuring illegal munitions than myself. Why ask me?
3 reasons. 1, I don't feel like walking. 2,
Fahrzeug.
your dumbass sheriff is already suspicious of me. 3, it always helps to have an extra set of fingerprints on a stolen gun.
Well, Amos has confiscated a large number of hunting rifles. I could check at the police station.
No, if the sheriff sees one of those is missing, he'll suspect something. No cops, is that clear?
Crystal. But where else am I supposed to find your firearm?
I guess you'll have to track down the Desert Viper and make a deal.
Where can I find this Desert Viper you mentioned?
The hell should I know? Do I look like a herpetologist?
This is no time for wordplay, Mr. Harrelson. Tell me what you know.
The Desert Viper is the toughest, meanest, scariest arms dealer on this side of the border.
You mean to tell me I have had an illegal arms dealing operation running under my nose this entire time?
I don't know how to answer that exactly. How long have you lived here?
Almost all my life.
Then yeah.
Out of curiosity, how did you and Riley meet?
We spent some time together in California.
Really? Where? Alcatraz? San Quentin?
Chino, actually. We were new meat at the same time. Without Riley, I would have never made it out.
Why exactly were you imprisoned?
I was brought in on charges of murder, armed robbery, counterfeiting, and third-degree puppy punting.
Animal cruelty. Could you sink any lower?
It's not what you think. I was framed by the Chicago Canine Unit. Those bastards busted into my place, beat me to a pulp, and peed all over the carpet. And then, to add insult to injury, they chewed up my best shoes.
Unsettling. But how could that land you in prison?
Oh, they planted a bunch of cocaine in my apartment, and then told the court that I was the one who beat them up. They even showed up to the trial with half their limbs in casts. They look so cute. No jury would have believed my side of the story.
Dirty police dogs. I could never have imagined. We will speak later,
Okay,
Mr.
gucken wir mal.
Harrelson.
Sure thing. I ain't going nowhere.
Die Frage ist, jemand Unauffälliges, oder?
Marco,
Oh.
I need you to stop by the Spot tonight to receive our regalino.
Earlier than we expected.
Yes, but I still want you to be careful. We have never worked with this Tucker fellow before.
It'll be fine, boss. It's just a routine pickup.
Just keep an eye out, would you? Both for the shipment and for trouble.
Trouble, huh? Like the Syndica over there?
Hello, Syndica. What brings you to my humble abode?
Greetings, Mr. Cooper. I must say, your definition of humble clearly differs from mine.
Oh, this? It's nothing special. Just a little reminder of the old country. But I am sure you did not come here to discuss architecture, did you?
I believe that is all I needed to discuss.
Buona notte, Syndica. Now come here and say goodnight to me.
But, boss,
What, not even a little smooch?
what if someone's looking?
We're alone, boo-boo, I promise.
All right.
What?
Rattling the shutters is very noisy. I would rather let Lorraine sleep. And give her the scare of her life. Not a chance. Rattling the shutters is very noisy. And give her the rattling the shut. If I am not broadcast, I already purchased my. I already purchased. I already and give her this.
Oder müssen wir wieder... Ist ja keiner weiter da? Wir haben den Dialog wieder zu frühzeitig
Mr.
abgebrochen.
Mayor Barrett, did you want something?
What sort of help did you have in mind?
I need an M1 garage. You help me with that, and I'll give you and Jack a hand.
So, you came to the middle of the American desert to hunt rhinos, did you?
Goddamn right I did. Why do you care?
Because I imagine it would be quite a difficult task, considering there are no wild rhinoceroses here, or anywhere on the continent for that matter.
Believe me, my information is good. The rhino is here.
So, you are a member of a biker gang. That is a lovely ride you
Der
have there, by the way.
Mafia-Typ.
We call it a motor club, but yeah. And thanks. Got this beauty from someone in another club.
I was not expecting biker rivalries to be so civil.
It wasn't a gift, lady. More like an involuntary surrender of assets.
Ah, that sounds more like it. Tell me more about your motor club.
They call us the bloodthirsty turtles of furious death.
Okay.
Have you had many encounters with your rivals?
Hell's Summer Associates? Not since the incident.
By incident, you mean how you were run off the big island with your tails between your legs?
As I said, the incident, yeah.
I am surprised that you never sought revenge.
I don't think any of the old-timers want to open that beef back up. They're all scared of the Hell's Summer Associates leader. Apparently it's a woman, and she goes by the Alligator.
Do you mean the litigator?
Yeah, how'd you know? Holy crap, are you? Damn, the legend herself.
When did you join this motor club of yours?
When I drew my first breath. I was born in the sidecar of my dad's motorcycle while he was trying to outrun the fuzz. See, my dad was running from the cops when he ducked into a bookstore to hide. My mom was shopping there. She took one look at this big, sweaty biker covered with tattoos and breathing hard, and her water broke from sheer terror. We tend to have that effect on people. He grabbed my terrified mother in one arm and the store's cash box in the other, threw them both into a sidecar and hit the road. They were en route to the hospital when Dad swerved to avoid a kid on a bicycle. We hit a wall. Dad and I were okay, but the cash box hit Mom in the head and, well, that was the first time I ended up in the clink.
I must drop by next time I am in Chicago. I would love to see all the mugshots in your family album.
Hey, you laugh, but I looked adorable in those tiny handcuffs.
It must have been hard growing up without a mother.
Kinda. Dad wasn't around much, so I had to do a lot of stuff for myself. Cook, clean, pay the bills, change my diapers.
I wish my offspring were that self-sufficient. I coddle her too much.
Yeah, right. No offense, but you don't really seem like the nurturing type.
Excuse me? I defy you to find even one other mother in this country who did a better job than I...
What?
That was busy. Oh, hi, Miss Dixon!
Ever thought about leaving the club?
Nah, they're my family, and you never abandon your family.
I mean, not without a good reason. Your loyalty is admirable, regardless.
Our motto has always been, the only way out is in a body bag.
I do not need any more information about your unwholesome existence.
Aww.
We will speak later, Mr. Harrelson.
Sure thing. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
I fail to see how a plane crash is the mayor's fault.
Oh, really? Ask yourself then. Was there ever a downed plane cluttering up downtown before the Barrett administration?
You seem quite invested in damaging Mayor Barrett's public image. Please, continue.
Such a lovely evening, is it not, Miss Hart?
Well, hello there, Mayor Barrett. Long time no see.
Have I wronged you somehow? Otherwise, I do not understand why you are mounting such a savage campaign against me.
Wronged me. You are such a... Really? You don't understand? I'm your opponent. And any strategist worth their salt knows that the first move in war is to weaken the opposition.
By that statement, I can tell you have a military background.
I was raised in a military household, yes. My father is a high-ranking officer. What of it?
Just trying to place you, that is all. It must have been quite difficult, growing up in such a strict environment.
You call these military corners, young lady? Having a bed is a privilege, and you're not worthy of it. Now drop and give me 50 before you make your bed the right way.
Hello? Miss Hart? Are you listening to me?
No, why would I listen to you? And shut up, you don't know anything about me.
Do you have a problem with the way I manage my town?
You bet I do. The costs Sam will need to face to turn his life around after this incident must be astronomical, and for—
Don't bother. I've got it covered. And I don't want anyone messing it up.
But that's not all. You're leading an unjust crusade against a local business that has stood for generations.
You cannot be serious.
Oh, but I am. Michael Walker has a thriving small business and a great work ethic. And all you ever do is try to sabotage him.
Well, if you are so confident my treatment of Michael is unwarranted, we could always discuss it with him over a plate of his latest creation.
Table for two, then?
Oh, God, no. What about Max's Kamehameha, sponsored by Eliza Barrett? A disgusting display of favoritism. If it was up to me, I'd have that bar shut down lickety-split. What the hell? Was that a coconut?
Yep, and there's more where that one came from.
Perhaps now would be a good time to drop this subject. Would you not agree, Miss Hart?
Uh-huh.
What is the purpose behind all these baseless accusations you keep spouting?
I demand to be properly compensated for all the pain and suffering you've caused me. I mean the pain and suffering that your plane crash caused in my town. Yeah, that.
Compensation? That is preposterous. I am not listening to this tripe for one more second.
Well, that's your choice. I'll just have to spread the word that a vote for Barrett means endorsing aerial destruction of your town.
As if anyone in their right mind would— oh, damn it all. Ms. Hart, I have a better idea on how to solve this quandary.
Against my better judgment, I'm listening.
While I could compensate you and your town for any damages you may have incurred from the crash, would it not be much better if you did so yourself?
In your dreams?
Ah, but that simple act would go so far in furthering yours. Just picture the headline. Mayor Hart averts major crisis. Neighboring towns forever grateful.
It would make me look good with the voters, while making you look like you don't care about your town at the same time. Deal.
Well, this was not how I pictured that going. Perhaps I should have picked a better strategy. That will be all for today.
Don't think you can just shoo me away. I'll be back with even more dirt on you. Mark my words.
Whatever you need to give your life meaning.
Ugh.
Wer ist sie? Und was macht Sam?
Eliza! Ah, I was hoping to see you one more time before my bus got here.
Aber die Wahl.
Now I can say farewell properly.
Farewell? Sam, you cannot possibly leave us for a minor setback.
Well, I wouldn't consider a giant airplane wing a minor setback exactly.
But we can help you rebuild. Or we could even leave the wing stuck in the motel and make it a tourist attraction. You could charge them for admission, photos, souvenirs.
Not this time, Eliza. I've made up my mind. I'm going back to Arizona. It's past time I return to my roots. And besides, I've always wanted to help teach the young, keep the stories of my childhood alive. I'll leave business management to the new generation.
But why leave in such a rush? Can you not wait until after the election?
That's my Eliza. You always cheer me up. I'm truly going to miss you, friend.
Briefwahl.
If there is no changing your mind, then let us at least make our final conversation one to remember. I am glad nothing happened to you last night. How did you manage that exactly?
The weirdest thing happened. I woke up in the middle of the night to something tapping on my window.
What was it?
A condor, white as snow, knocking on the glass. We stared into each other's eyes for a moment, and then it told me to follow.
A talking condor, Sam? Have you perhaps spent too much time around my offspring?
You want to hear the story or not? I followed him around until we reached a level crossing, when suddenly I heard an explosion and a loud crash. I turned around just in time to see the plane wings slice my motel in half.
It would seem that bird saved your life, Sam.
Indeed it did. I turned around to express my gratitude, but it had already left.
Yeah, he's departed all right. Snow-dusted chicken wings. Get them while they're hot.
Despite everything, you do not seem that concerned about what happened.
Oh, well, this door-to-door salesman popped in yesterday. Very persuasive. He had me sign one of his insurance packages in 5 seconds flat. Called it the "Whatever happens, we've got you covered" pack. It was for a limited time offer, ending yesterday too. And he even gave me a 50% discount because he liked my nose.
Sam, you know they always use that wording to get you to sign without thinking, right?
Not in this case. Here, take a look.
In the event of a military plane or piece of it falling on your property, L. Hardy's insurance will shoulder all the costs, as well as pay for any damages you may have incurred.
Oh.
Well, I'm amazed at their idiocy, but happy for you, Sam.
Thanks. I'm going to live quite the comfy life thanks to that idiocy.
My offspring is going to miss you very much.
And I'll miss her deeply, especially our intellectual conversations.
You mean when you put wild ideas in her head, and then I have to deal with the backlash?
Exactly. By the way, expect to be having a nice conversation about spirit animals any time this week.
What animal should I be expecting her to behave like now?
I just told her it probably would be the dolphin.
Because of her curious and inventive nature?
Yes. Also because of that time I saw her swallow a mackerel whole without even blinking.
Will you miss us?
This town will always have a special place in my heart, Eliza. And if I had one regret, It's that I leave with many unanswered questions. Will Amos ever catch the chipmunks? Will Ben ever see a real communist? Who is the real legal owner of the diner?
Apologies. What was that last one?
Have you seen the vermin around that place? They're so big, it makes me wonder if Mike is really the one in charge of that place.
I hope you know you will always be welcome here, Sam.
You know, Eliza, for all your obvious faults...
Faults? Me? Whatever do you mean?
Where should I begin? You're greedy, arrogant, deceitful?
Well, I cannot argue with those.
Bossy, overly ambitious, dishonest about your feelings?
I thought you said these were faults.
Megalomaniacal, vengeful, and mean.
Well, that did hurt. I certainly hope there is a but coming.
But you are a truly remarkable woman, Eliza.
Oh, hush you. What should we do with the motel?
Oh, I'm sure you have some ideas already.
We could pull down the remaining structure and clear the land. Then it would make a wonderful wildlife refuge. It will hold 2 members of each species in the world, just like that science fiction tale.
All that free-range meat walking around unsupervised within Mike's reach?
Oh, stimmt.
I guess there is no harm in leaving this as a memorial to all that was lost. Honestly, with you gone, I do not know how I will manage.
Oh, Eliza, you worry too much. I'll be fine.
Who will help me deal with my offspring now?
Oh, that's what you meant. Well, in that case, let me make a recommendation. The River of Lost Souls.
Sam, drowning her is a little dramatic.
I'm talking about the River of Lost Souls, Hot Springs Resort and Spa. They're offering a great package for overworked people like yourself. They even have a daycare to look after Betty. Because sometimes escape isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.
I appreciate the thought, but perhaps I should just hire a babysitter for her.
Have you asked Amos?
Amos is too busy with that chipmunk case.
Chipmunks? Nah, that's not... Ah! Oh no! Did you see that?
Ja.
See what?
I don't know. It was like some kind of vision.
But what did you see?
Never mind. It was unclear. Difficult to interpret. It's a good thing I'm leaving today.
This has been such a lovely chat, but I suppose we must say goodbye now.
Eliza, before you leave, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I've been having these dreams about you.
Ach, hör auf.
Sam, I am flattered, but...
Not that. I'm concerned about your future, Eliza. I feel it is a grim one. In my dream, you have lost everything. Friends, home, your daughter, and even...
Do not say the presidency. Anything but the presidency.
Your life.
Do not scare me like that again, you old rascal.
Well, I won't keep you any longer, Eliza. Godspeed, my friend, and may the spirits be kind to you.
Goodbye, Sam.
Tja, wird jetzt abgeholt oder nicht? Gut. In Anbetracht des anstrengenden Tages mache ich hier Feierabend. Die Kamera geht nämlich auch nicht. Ich muss gucken noch, was hier los ist. Mal gucken, dass es morgen für den Sonntag dann alles wieder funktionstüchtig ist. In diesem Sinne, früher als sonst, ne? Schmeißt euch vor YouTube, schmeißt euch vor den Fernseher oder eben halt liest was, ist immer gut. Oder geht noch raus, das ist auch gut. Und in diesem Sinne, vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und wir sehen uns morgen Abend wieder zum Themenabend, zum Sonntaglichen. Ja. Bis dahin, euer Firefox.